Hey, it's day 15 and I am still on the road. I am heading to Kayenta, Arizona, then up through Monument Valley, and ultimately, hopefully tonight, to Goosenecks State Park, where I'll stay for one night. There's really not much to do there. It's just a place to see. And then after that, I'm going to head up to Valley of the Gods and then to Moab. So that's my next 3 days. And I'll take some video and we'll see what's going on the way. One of the first things of interest I saw as I headed west and crossed the San Juan River in Shiprock, New Mexico, was the actual Shiprock, a monadnock rising almost 1,600 feet from the surrounding desert floor. I looked it up, and in geology terms, a monadnock is a solitary piece of rock rising up from a flat or gently sloping terrain. While this certainly qualifies as such, this is Navajo land, and obviously the Native Americans didn't call it either a monadnock or shiprock. Rather, they called it zibitai, or rock with wings. It's the remnant of an explosive volcanic eruption that occurred more or less about 30 million years ago. As I was traveling west on 64, I realized I could take a short jaunt 6 miles to the north on Highway 160 and stop at the Four Corners Monument. So, why not? When I arrived, there was a bunch of construction going on, and both the road and the parking lot needed it, that's for sure. But the entrance fee of $8 was pretty darn cheap, so I couldn't pass it up. When you arrive at Four Corners, there's a little plaque that tells you about the history of the place, and you notice right away it's built in a square, which pretty much makes sense since the 4 states meet here at 90-degree angles. The building stalls house Native American wares, jewelry, and art that you can purchase cash only. That's just not to film anyone there out of respect. The flags of Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado are flown, as are 3 Navajo Nation tribe flags, the Mountain Ute tribes, and the flag of the United States. There are little viewing platforms, which limit you to 3 pictures, and of course, you can step in all 4 states at once. Alright, so I bought the Bear Claw, which is a healing thing for hypertension and high blood pressure, which I have. So hey, why not? It'll probably fall apart, chain, but that's all right. It was good cause. Cash only here at Four Corners. It's funny, you have to pay credit to get in, but only cash to the vendors. We know why that is. Cool place. As I hit the road to Kayenta, I was once again overwhelmed by the vastness of the American Southwest. As you head north out of Kayenta on Highway 163, the topography gets a little bit more rugged and the soil a little bit redder. And then as you cross the Utah border, things start to look a little familiar. So what do you say we visit the Monument Valley Visitor Center before we head into Monument Valley? And what's nice is they have RV parking here as well. The Welcome Center provides information on the native Navajo history, provides some information on what to do in the area, and a pretty cool mural as well. Immediately upon leaving the visitor center, those iconic monuments come into view and you feel like you immediately have to pull over and take pictures, which I did, of course. This one didn't turn out too badly. And then there's the obligatory selfie. Hey, check out those 2 girls in the background taking pictures. Laying flat on the highway with cars buzzing by just didn't seem too smart to me. I think they thought that was the Forrest Gump view from the movie, but they were mistaken. There's a 17-mile loop road you can take through the valley without any permits required. I just didn't have time for that, and I didn't think I could pull my trailer through it. Or, since this is Navajo land, you can take tours in Jeep or on horseback. It's absolutely gorgeous here, and I wish I had more time. The further you drive along, the more beautiful it gets. And just a little bit further up the road is where they shot the famous Forrest Gump scene. They've got marked pull-offs there. Like everybody else, I stopped and had to take a selfie. This is my Forrest Gump imitation, but I'm not standing in the middle of the road. After sadly leaving Monument Valley, I continued driving north through the small burg of Mexican Hat, named after an aptly described rock formation. From there I continued north to Bears Ears National Monument, where Gooseneck Park is located. And although there are only technically 8 campsites in the park, once you pass the ranger station and pay your $10 per night fee, there are many boondocking sites available right over the rim of the canyon. The state park sites are primitive, but there are vault toilets. Some camera issues caused me to lose footage of my entrance into the park, but I was able to capture this time-lapse video before I went to bed. Well, good morning, everyone. Let's see what the day looks like. Wow, the views are incredible. And while there may not be a lot to do here in terms of hiking and those sorts of things, really all you have to do is settle back and look at the majesty created by Mother Nature. Truly amazing. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, May 10th, I believe, and little change of plan. I was gonna go camp at Valley of the Gods, but it is supposed to rain today, and you've got to go through some washes, and honestly, I don't want to take a chance with that, so I'm gonna try to find another campground. I think I've got one in mind. We'll see how that works out, and we'll go from there. So after one night stay, which I think is really all you need here and is certainly worthy of a night, I quickly exited Gooseneck State Park on my way further north up the road, past Valley of the Gods, where I had planned on staying, to Sand Island Campground, which is right on the San Juan River. It is a very popular spot, not only for campers, but for day kayakers, as this BLM campground offers boat access to the San Juan River. It's first come, first serve, and it seemed pretty busy, but luckily I got a site for $15 a night. And really, it was pretty sweet. Here at this park, which is right along the San Juan River, there are supposed to be petroglyphs on the cliffs, like a 5-minute walk. So that's what I'm doing. I am walking to the cliffs and gonna see if we can see some petroglyphs. And sure enough, not more than 5 minutes from my campsite were petroglyphs. Kind of amazing to think that these were created by Native Americans hundreds, and in some cases, depending upon where you are, even thousands of years ago. So after dropping off my camper, taking a peek at the petroglyphs, got back in my car and drove back down south to Valley of the Gods. Although it hadn't actually rained, as I feared, it was this sort of situation that as a solo camper pulling a trailer, I didn't want to find myself in. I entered Valley of the Gods from the south, like most people do, off of Highway 163, and then traveled north and then ultimately west on the 17-mile dirt track. This is a really popular boondocking spot, and when you see it, you'll know why, with incredible sights and monuments like Seven Sailors, Setting Hen Butte, Rooster Butte, and Battleship Rock. And if you make it all the way through, you get off on Highway 261, you can turn left, which will take you back to Highway 163, or you can turn right and challenge yourself on the Moki Dugway. More on that later. As the road turned west towards Highway 261, I noticed that it got narrower and rougher, and in a number of places there were large whoop-de-doos where the rise was so steep that I lost sight of the road in front of me, blocked by my hood. If the road had turned left or right at that point in time, I would have been in real trouble because I certainly would have missed that turn. But I didn't. I wouldn't recommend pulling a camper through this section. So obviously I turned right on 261 as I exited Valley of the Gods to try my hand at the Moki Dugway. Moki is a local term for ancient Puebloan people who inhabited this area hundreds of years ago, and Dugway is a term used to describe a roadway carved from a hillside. So you get Moki Dugway. It was actually built years ago to haul uranium out of the mountains and into Mexican Hat. At first I didn't think too much of it. It was a paved road, but then it turned to dirt, and well, let's just say that wasn't my thing. I just drove up the Moki Dugway, and now I have to go down. It was the most terrifying drive of my life, but I don't have a choice. Otherwise, I gotta go like hundreds of miles out of my way or something. I don't know. I'm going back down. If I make it, I'll be surprised. This is insane. This road is insane. Who built this? Why am I on it? Wish my GoPro had batteries so I wouldn't have to hold the camera. Oh my god, wait till you guys. Okay, I'm going around this turn at like no miles an hour. Like, I wish I had both hands on the wheel. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm glad I've got manual so I'm not overloading my brakes. I'm literally in first gear. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Who thought this was a good idea? Moki Dugway. Yeah, that's cool. Who built this frickin' thing? Who would do that? This is the dangerous part right here because I could go flying straight off if I'm not careful. Who knows? Maybe there's an edge, a cliff. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Hey, nice view, huh? Can you see? I can't. Look at this crazy ass road. Oh my God. Well, once I rounded that turn, it got easier, and clearly I made it safely down. But never again am I going on the Moki Dugway. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you're going to join me on my next one, which should conclude my Southwest tour in Moab, Utah. Until then, everyone, carry on. Cheers.